Originally trained as a linguist, Jeremy is an artist, theorist, and developer, PhD candidate at Planetary Collegium. His software creations are recommended by the Free Software Foundation and redistributed in several operating systems worldwide.
This is the kind of representation that permaculture does of itself. This is the industrial cup of tea. As you see, the tea is seen as an element of input. Human is a transformative function. And you see that the inputs come from one side and go to the other side, to landfills. Ask Italians what they think about landfills, right? The permaculture cup of tea try to see each object and animal and living being into a system that tries to feedback and limit entropy. This is how permaculture activists represent themselves, the agricultural settlements they work on. This is a monoculture. This is a multiculture. And this is urban gardening visions for our cities. So, the points of interest between these two design patterns are mostly the fact that people involved in these approaches to development, and here I mention also agile development patterns, which can be an approach to development that is actually adopted by many companies, transition towns as movements all around ourselves. These people are passionate. They organize, they self-organize, they don't need an institution to recognize themselves. They will set up forums, they will stay in touch, and they will passionately share their information. They are very agile, and they see all their development as a process and not just as a final product that it needs to be reached. They are sustainable because they are very resilient. I will get to that word later. It's a very and sustainable in the sense that they try to recycle all the output into an input and transform it. They are interoperable, meaning that they can interoperate with different elements that are already present into a system. Actually, I should have show you this. I have some quotes that I mix and cross-mix between these disciplines. For instance, this quote here from Wilson Welsh is from an agile development manual, although it could look like an agricultural, a transition town handbook. So sustainable is a view that tries to develop systems that can be sustained indefinitely. Permaculture means permanent culture. My work, obviously, is mostly on terms rather than on real knowledge of what permaculture is. I am just a little helper in gardens when I have an opportunity for. As I said, the input becomes an output, the output becomes an input. The resiliency of system is based on this approach of having more intensive investment in knowledge and planning ahead and in observing a system, an ecotope, before interacting with it. So the permaculture system design is a way to observe, to look at the whole system and single parts, how they relate to each other. And especially seeing solutions, not problems. There is this anecdote of permaculture activists. They say, if your garden is full of slugs eating your lettuce, then you don't really have a problem. You have the opportunity to have ducks. I look at, I try to have a view from above, and this is how, I'm sorry,